welcome to Baboonery. That's Baboonery Film Reviews. It's a bit different from a Baboonery where it's going to completely rant about something random. I have had my medication. That's a total lie because I don't have any medication. I like doing the Baboonery reviews, and I also like doing the ones where I do the film reviews. Now I will apologise in advance if you think I'm going to go dressing up. Mexican Bristol mask. Wow, that's definitely suitable for the occasion. No, I'm not going to dress up today. I just want to do this a little bit quickly because I've just finished filming the good, the bad and the what the fucks, and while the camera and lights are all set up, I might as well do these film rant reviews instead of me writing them and then wait for ages. 22 Bullets, wrote that about 6 months ago, not filmed a review yet. Into the Grizzly Maze. About a bear in the maze, there is no maze, but I want to review that. You know, I'm writing these reviews and I never get time around the film. Art of Steel, didn't even finish the review because I even forgot about that film. It's just mental, you know, absolutely mental. So just going off the cuff and thinking about these films and not having the fucking boundaries of having to not fucking swear for a start. That's what I like doing about these. I have no idea what I'm about to say, so why should I fucking restrict myself? Restrict myself. Okay, so 4 random movies, and I didn't watch them all in a row this time. I watched them almost back to back. And the first movie is, I actually have it, and it is Highlander Search for Vengeance. Now, I've had this for a very, very long time. But there's also a Highlander animation movie, which I only bought yesterday from work. I haven't even opened it, but, you know, I am trying. There can only be one, so why is there so many? See, that was me in Scotland nearly 3 years ago now, and I just bought it, hadn't watched it, and it popped up in every Highlander video I've done ever since. Not open. It's open now, look. I watched it. Now, everyone knows I'm a big fan of the original Highlander, and after Highlander 1, what the fuck has happened with that series? Highlander 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. My god, 5. Oh my god, 5 there is, and will be. It's finished. I don't know when it's coming out. Fast forward review for Highlander 5. Oh my god. And I watched this going, right, finally give this time to watch. Maybe it's a fast forward reviews, but it'd be better doing this as a Baboonery because this film was fucking awesome. Finally, something different. And not because it's a cartoon, whoops, manga, whoops, anime, gotta get that right. It's not a remake. Mr. McCloud is basically killed in battle and wakes up in his grave, crawls out of his grave and finds his wife crucified and his whole clan killed. Mr. McCloud is not Mr. Connor McCloud of the Connor McClouds of the Clan McClouds. He is Colin McCloud of the Clan McCloud of the Clan McClouds. Okay, I can see you trying to go a bit different, but could he not have been a different? It had to be a C, didn't it? Might as well call him Cunt McCloud or the Cunt McClouds, the Clan McClouds. Could have called him Trevor. Fuck it, call him Jeff. Jeff McCloud. Okay. Now the story's a bit mental because it has a lot more freedom with the anime section. So, like some of the Highlanders have big chainsaws and this film does borrow heavily lot from Queen of the Damned. Even the bad guy is called Marcus. Now Collins basically chases Marcus across the whole, like thousands of years. This is set well in the future with spiders. That's robot spiders, big spiders in towns where the whole population's deserted. But apart from that, watching it and going, right, what really got me with this, it is visually fucking stunning. It's gory as hell. There's one bit where he's riding around on his horsey, and he gets smacked right down the middle of his head. Doesn't get decapitated that way, but right down the middle of his head, and his head turns into a fountain. Blood everywhere, and he's only saved because he horsey dropped him off on holy ground. It is visually like, what the fuck? The battle scenes, his head's going everywhere, and again, because it's anime, not manga, you know what I mean, there's no limits. Yeah, let's chop someone right across the face, we can do that by just drawing. Now it's quite good, and I've just realised I've got something down there by coincidence, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah, the story's different. I mean, it's got a lot of like random ghosts of old people in bushes and stuff like that who guide him along. But the storyline is very similar, but it's well done, action-packed. And if you're a fan of the history of Highlander, the mythology is really well done there. It's got none of this weird fucking alien lock, no grasping on to the Christopher Lambert looking for France. It is fresh and different, and it's a director from the Anti-Matrix guy, so visually it's stunning. It would have looked amazing now if it was done in 3D. The special effects and the 3D backgrounds and all, I was fucking blown away by how good this was. And unlike Highlander 5, which uses cover songs of Queen in a Highlander movie, fucking really? I'm still traumatised about that. The guy is chasing around the graveyard going, who wants to live forever? Really? Let's have a big mashup. Fucking let's go on, let's get ready to kill the battle. Why there's a cover of Queen on it? Oh my god, what were they doing with that movie? This movie ends with him of all things. Him plays in the background in the Sacrament. I actually found this moving. I mean, look how old this is, but this is a different story. Why is this 2 vinyls for the Sacrament Volume 3? Wait a minute. Why is this 2 vinyls? What is this about? How about 2 vinyls of the same thing? So that's random, isn't it? Got a bit of rotten. I don't even know where these have been, but they're exactly the same thing. being grouped together. That's so random. That's a single. Why would you have a big ass single of that? Why would you do that? Wow, like a lifetime ago. Anyways, so yeah, the Sacrament plays at the end, and that's different. So if you haven't seen Highlander Search for Vengeance, I highly recommend it. It is pretty awesome. There's even a girl Highlander in it who's pretty sexy as well, and she's evil as fuck. And then the other night, I've had a bit of a Stephen King going on now. I wrote Jack's review for It. We went to see the new It as well. I did The Stand because Jack gives The Stand, so I give Annie the challenge to watch the Langoliers. Annie's not had a chance to watch the Langoliers for her review because it's that fucking long. Stephen King's Langoliers is something on the radar and it's got a bit more of a following now because Stephen King movies are popping up everywhere. This is on for... It's not really jumping out of us here. It is on for in the very bottom corner, very bottom corner, 180 minutes. Wow. Okay, long story short about the Langoliers, people get on the airplane, they go to their destination, they wake up in mid-flight and nobody's on the fucking plane. Some pretty big stars, the guy from Quantum Leap, the guy who's always on his air. That guy, Dean Stockwell, is that his name? That's guessed right. Dean Stockwell, that was good, from Quantum Leap, that's good. David Morse, who was in The Rock, big tall guy, you know, he's in Long Kiss Goodnight. Him. Bronson Pinchot. Is it the guy who's he's in True Romance? That's not the same guy, is it? The guy from True Romance and Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 3 is in this. Mr. Toomey, he plays this really creepy like person in this. Really creepy. And Chris Collette's in it, who's in Prey of the Roller Boys. I'm obviously at the moment actually physically editing Prey of the Roller Boys at the moment. Chris Collette in this movie. Mate, Prey of the Roller Boys, you're good. What the fuck? Who was directing you in this? I can tell you who was directing you in this. No, I can't. There's not even credit on the back. Fuck this. But Chris Collette, there's also a blind girl in this movie who wakes up and goes, "Anyone there?" And she is the most annoying actress ever. Like, concept of this movie is just like, let's hire a plane, put it on the runway, shake it a little bit, maybe just put some backdrops in there. And the whole thing happens on a plane. They do work out and are managed to land in an airport. There's no one in the airport, could be an abandoned building for all I fucking know. It does have the TV production of the early 90s. It does have a little bit more high contrast and a better story. There's something very stale and colourless about this movie, TV movie, you know what I mean? It's great that Stephen King had these big, like TV events. That's what they were, big TV events. But this could be shortened down. The story's alright. I mean, what happens if you did wake up on the plane and everyone was there? We would be asleep, wouldn't you? But out of all the passengers on the plane, one of them happened to be a pilot. Really? And yes, he is just red and eyeing it back. Hi, Amy. But it's like, yeah, the pilot had to fall asleep to land, didn't he? And it's just like, right, it's baffling and people's retainers are still there and like the jewelry's still there and it was like, what's going on? In a long story short, the Langoliers are the people who eat space and time up. That's if you fall in the paradox wormhole, the Langoliers will come along and eat you up and spit you back into the universe to recycle you. The Langoliers CGI has not aged well at all. The payoff after ages about the Langoliers, it's like, what the fuck, really? So let's get Die Hard Trilogy on the go here. The special effects, you know, they're even worse than the PlayStation 1 stuff for a feature film. Feature film, you know what I mean, a TV thing. It's just the zooming around and it's just like, ooh. It's just baffling for that long, you know, there's no real threat, it's just more of a mystery. How did we get off this plane? There's no way. Where's the pilot? And it's just... The only interesting thing is the guy from Beverly Hills Cop, Mr. Toomey, who just acts all creepy and he gets all crazy and just always sweaty and just So for 180 minutes... Don't bother, please don't. Save your time. Please save your time. It could get remade in a shorter version. Literally a shorter version could be done, you know, a little bit more twists and turns and definitely better acting. Definitely. And while we're on the Stephen King rant, I then went and watched Dreamcatcher. Now Dreamcatcher came along in the mid-2000s and what a cast. Morgan Freeman, Thomas Jane, Jason Lee, Damon Lewis, Timothy Olyphant, Tom Sizemore and Donnie Wahlberg. What a movie! You know what I mean? It's got like, there's obviously elements of the thing going on there, like an Eskimo sitting in the snowy things. It had a lot of coolness about it. Big budget movie. Starts off in Jerry when the kids are small. Same town as where Pennywise kicked it around. Stephen King's multiverse kicking on there. But, it's a big but. You know, there's backstory. I do this, you know, the special friend that they help out. And they all like going up to the cabin in the woods for hunting season. And then shit gets really strange. Really strange. Have you seen this film? Not only do aliens come out of people's butts, and the vicious fucking aliens as well. The cast that you come to love, because they're really well cast, the four friends are really well cast. Donnie Wahlberg is the fifth friend. It's like, what the fuck? That's Donnie Wahlberg. That's the new kid on the block. It's shocking. It's got something there, then it goes a little bit strange, and then all of a sudden it's military, and you think, why is Morgan Freeman a bad guy? Never really plays a bad guy, but why is Morgan Freeman shooting at everybody? Why is Tom Sizemore still pissed at everything? I mean, Damon Lewis, who gets possessed by an alien, basically that's quite good because he's got this whole strange thing going on, and then he's stuck in his head trying to file these memories and all that. That concept's really creepy and strange and different. I'll give it that. Timothy Olyphant, big fan of him, but he is sort of almost underused in this film. Comes off as a bit of a creep, looking for car keys. And then this whole Mr. Grey thing going on there, and like the whole, like it's alien, the whole alien race coming down, this whole alien Armageddon, Stephen King style. And then there's aliens, really bad CGI aliens fighting each other. I'm just like, what the fuck is this about? Did I just drop crack in the middle of this film? It totally changes on you. It's like From Dusk Till Dawn all over again. Here comes Stephen King, really well grounded. Yeah, like, oh yeah, I loved it. It's got a lot going on for it, and then all of a sudden, aliens. Okay, that's different. Oh, coming out the butt. That's different. And then it's like big aliens hiding in people's minds and friends dying, and like, I'm still baffled by that film. It's like The Mist. Have you seen The Mist? The Mist leaves you going, what the fuck? But this makes you go, what the like, really? What the fuck? Why is Morgan Freeman angry? Dreamcatcher, really. I'm sorry if I'm waffling on. Who's he? But this is what Baboonery is like. It's like, here's the idea, here's the outline, and just wing it. Just wing it. Now, let's go for 5 films rather than 4. Because I did watch Lego Batman for the second time, and Lego Batman is amazing, and I do need to buy Lego Batman. Because Lego Batman just happens to have Jaws, Gremlins, King Kong, and old school iconic characters. Actually, I'm going to find you who they are. In the Batman multiverse, and it's pretty mental. A lot of tongue-in-cheek. Very fast-paced, very stupid. Jerry Maguire. I do have Jerry Maguire on VHS somewhere. But yeah, Lego Batman is awesome. I haven't seen it. But after Lego Batman, I watched 50 Shades Darker. Now, I did like 50 Shades, gotta say, after all, like, I'm not watching that. I thought the actors were quite good, and getting into the second one, I was like, right, here we go. And I was a little bit disappointed with the second one because it's 50 Shades Darker. The fucking sex scenes in this was like, oh, here we go. Edit. Nope. What? This is the unmasked version. I was expecting some of this torture porn. Again, I don't want a cactus, you know, but I just want to say, you know, I expect sex in this film. The relationship is quite good. It's definitely Mr. Grey though. Mr. Grey. It's Mr. Grey from fucking Dreamcatcher. Anyway, that same Mr. Grey, though, Mr. Grey, you know, is just like, oh yeah, he's a helicopter crash, everyone's worried, walks in like nothing's happened. Like, really, what? You know, it's very fast paced in some bits. The characters are quite good. It's weird though, because Mr. Grey's got darker hair. I thought that was a little bit strange. I didn't remember to have that dark of hair. But anyway, it's good that they're filming them back to back, because obviously there's a lot of the actors still in it and cross over and stuff like that. The first one did quite well. The soundtrack's okay, but it's not dirty enough really. I was expecting some proper shit porn. But no, it's quite good. I think the acting was okay in it. Was better in the first. Different direction. I think from what Annie was telling us, the original director didn't go on with the writer, for say, and you can definitely tell it's a different director. Plus, the guy comes off as a proper creep to get his girlfriend back. Here's some flowers, here's some house. Oh, but we've got an ex-girlfriend here, an ex-mistress, bit of a psychopath. We've got Kim Basinger. Vicky Vale is back. You know, Eminem's man from 8 Mile. You know, it's great that she comes in and she's one that you can see her being a proper, yes, you are doing what I tell you to do, motherfucker. I should be thinking about trying to put my suit on there, like the over 50 Shades. But, is it worth watching? Yeah, if you like the first one, definitely watch it. There is a new one out come Valentine's Day next year. There is a hidden Easter egg at the end showcasing the new one of what's going to happen next. But for me, not reading the books, and because a lot of people have obviously marathon read the books, I have no idea what's coming in the new one. Someone went, oh yeah, they're going to have a kid. I was like, fucking dickhead. It's like Prison Break. Just got ready to watch season 4, got all the way through season 4. Someone was like, oh yeah, because what happens at the end? I was like, thanks, mate. Just thanks. But you're wrong now, really, because Prison Break season 5. But it's that kind of thing. I don't know what's coming, and kind of looking forward to it, really, aren't I? So I've been seeing Monkey Mason. This has been Baboonery. Can't even get my words out. This has Baboonery. 4 movie reviews with obviously Lego Batman chucked in there, just like Shark Week was last time. Definitely check out Highlander: Search for Vengeance. Definitely check it out. Definitely check out 50 Shades Darker if you like the original. Do not watch Dreamcatcher unless you want to see butt aliens and random bad CGI and Morgan Freeman being a bad guy. And do not, whatever you do, waste your time watching the Langoliers. Wait for some form of remake. Couldn't make it into a TV miniseries, just a straight out film. Stuck on an aeroplane, wake up, who the fuck's happened? Thanks for watching, goodbye. Okay, this is the very end of Baboonery, which has been pretty mental. A little bit mental, it's a little bit dark and a little bit late. Anyways, this crosses over to another video, like most videos do. It's my life. So the end of this video just have one random outtake, which you're going to see next. And I almost deleted it, going, well, there's no point, might as well just go Looney Tunes Entertainment. But since I told myself in the video I needed to buy Lego Batman, today I bought Lego Batman just for the collection, just because Gremlins and Jaws are associated, as well as King Kong, associated with this movie, which is awesome. And when I thought about it, I originally bought this for Annie on DVD, watched it, then watched it again with Annie, so I did actually technically buy it, but it wasn't on Blu-ray, so it's awesome it's on Blu-ray. So here's a quick outtake I was on about. And the anime, which I haven't got around to watching yet. See, wasn't really an outtake, it's just reference to the Highlander video that actually came out tonight. It was filmed, fucking hell, about a year ago, almost, edited and uploaded on YouTube 6 months ago and just released tonight. So that's why I didn't want to just delete it. I thought it's too much of a coincidence. I'm filming and editing and it's just go out, it's just like poof. And also the video footage right there in the corner of me going into the cupboard one night. Filmed that one night, don't even remember filming it. Never been seen before. When I was talking about the whole Dreamcatcher thing, I just went, oh, that's quite a good coincidence, isn't it? So, being outtake right now with some cloth. What the hell? What the hell is that? I have no idea what that is right now. What the fuck is that? I have no idea, I just remember doing some kind of bull impression. But this is the very end of the video. Hope you enjoyed Baboonery. I'm just about to film the new Baboonery for, well, you have to wait to see. Baboonery 4 is on its way because I'm about to film it. Thanks for watching.